Welcome to the latest in defence. This week brought to you from a typical Afghan street. It's not just the mechanics and technology of IED warfare that the exhibition explores, but the people confronting these devices and their personal tales of triumph and devastation.
Stories of service personnel are integral in the exhibition, and we got hold of these personnel by first establishing an Army liaison group consisting of experts in the field that we were looking into, so search and disposal and the medical profession. So with these contacts, we then got permission from the commanding officers of these personnel. We went out to the barracks and interviewed them there. And the interviews looked at what their job roles were, and basically what it felt like to actually be in Afghanistan, because that's what we wanted to get through to visitors, what it's actually like to be out there. One of the stories that really stood out to me and is central in the exhibition is the story of Captain David Henson. So he deployed out to Afghanistan as a search advisor, so he would plan searches. And what's really striking in his interview is the way he talks about preparing for the conflict. So basically that he kind of accepted the idea that he might stand an IED, lose limbs, and he came to terms with that by ticking off a list of things that he had to do before that, so climbing a mountain and stuff like that. And then unfortunately he does actually lose both legs in an IED blast on his final operation on tour. And one of the quotes on the wall in the exhibition in Unseen Enemy describes what actually happens in that moment. So flying into the air, disorientation, and then screaming, but not a scream of pain, but a scream of frustration that what he was fearing most has actually happened. Later on in Unseen Enemy, you can actually read his story of rehabilitation and recovery on the interactive kiosks and actually find out his psychological determination to actually battle back from these injuries. There are huge numbers of casualties caused by IEDs, nearly 30,000 since 2006 to March 2013 that have been injured by IEDs. So we wanted to get across a bit of what it's like to actually live with these injuries in the long term. So we talked to recovering soldiers in Headley Court Rehabilitation Centre to find out what it is like. And then in the second sense, the impact of the IED has driven some really amazing innovations in the medical profession. So the number of casualties and the severity of injuries that the medical teams have had to deal with have really improved their medical care and the processes that they treat casualties, so that basically people are surviving with more severe injuries than ever before. We really hope that visitors come away from the exhibition with an idea of what British personnel in Afghanistan are dealing with, the sort of courage it takes to battle back from the injuries caused by IEDs, and the skills of the medical teams who are treating these severely injured personnel.
Unseen Enemy runs until next March, when the National Army Museum closes for extensive refurbishment. Contrasting shocking facts about IED attacks and injuries with heartwarming tales of bravery and comradeship, we think it's a must-see. Join us next time on Latest in Defence, when we'll be looking at how technology helps soldiers face extreme danger on a daily basis.